quick question. Who's driving your life right now? You or your ego? If you just thought, what kind of question is that? Stick around, because I'm about to show you something that might completely change how you see yourself. Welcome back to my channel, where we dive deep into personal growth, self-awareness, and the mindset shifts that actually transform your life. If you're new here, welcome. And every week I will share some tips behind why we do what we do, and more importantly, how to do it better. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're ready to take control of your inner world. Now here's what's happening in your life right now. Your ego is sneaking into the driver's seat without you even realizing it. It's deciding what you say, how you react, and even which opportunities you grab or completely miss. Today, I'm going to help you spot when your ego is hijacking your decisions, show you how to take control back, and share some game-changing books that will transform how you think about this forever. Let's dive in. The ego as an illusion. First things first, when I say ego, I'm not talking about healthy confidence. Confidence says, I can do this. Ego says, I have to prove I can do this, no matter what it costs me. But here's something deeper. A quote by the late Dr. Wayne Dyer taught us. The ego is only an illusion, but a very influential one. Think about this for a moment. Your ego isn't actually you. It's a constructed identity you've built based on what you have, what you do, and what others think of you. It's like wearing a mask so long that you forget there's a real face underneath. Dyer identified 6 false beliefs that the ego uses to define us. 1. I am what I have. 2. I am what I do. 3. I am what others think of me. 4. I am separate from everyone. 5. I am separate from my desires. 6. I am separate from something greater than myself. Do any of these sound familiar? Because these beliefs create a foundation built on lack, not wholeness. Think of your ego like an overprotective security guard for this false identity. It wants you to look good, win every argument, and never be wrong. But here's what Dyer understood. The ego promotes turmoil because it wants to substantiate your separateness. Picture this. You're driving, and suddenly there's this bossy passenger who grabs the wheel and shouts, "Move over! I know a faster way!" Next thing you know, you're stuck in traffic on a road you never wanted to take. That's your ego. It's not the real you driving. When was the last time you reacted to something and later thought, "Whoa, that wasn't really me"? Signs your ego is driving. All right, let's get real. Here's how you know your ego illusion might be running the show. Sign number 1. You have to have the last word, even in those ridiculous arguments about which coffee shop is better. Your ego can't let it go because it thinks losing an argument means losing your identity. Sign number 2. You can't admit mistakes, even when it's painfully obvious to everyone, including you. Why? Because ego believes I am what I do, so a mistake threatens your entire sense of self. Sign number 3. You're constantly comparing yourself. Who's earning more, looking better, getting more engagement? This is ego trying to prove I am what I have, and I am separate from everyone. Sign number 4. Criticism feels like a personal attack, even when someone's genuinely trying to help you improve. That's because ego has convinced you that I am what others think of me. Sign number 5. You hide behind performance and reputation. You present a perfect image instead of showing your authentic, vulnerable self. Ego says vulnerability is weakness, but actually courage. Sign number 6. Winning matters more than learning. You'd rather be right than grow. And that's the most dangerous place to be. Here's the key question I would want you to ask. Am I making this choice from my authentic self or from this ego illusion I've constructed? That moment of awareness. That's where transformation begins. Also, having people in your life who love you enough to point out ego-driven behavior and ask the question, is it you talking or is it your ego? And in most cases, when ego is caught red-handed, it cannot thrive. Section 3. Understanding your true self. You know your highest self by listening to the voice that only wants you to be at peace. Now take note. While your ego is driven by fear, separation, and the need to prove itself, your authentic self is grounded in peace, unity, and love. Ego-based living. Your identity comes from external things, your job, your possessions, your reputation. You protect yourself through performance and perfectionism. You're driven by separation and fear. Me versus them. You avoid vulnerability at all costs. Authentic self. Living. Let me show you the difference. You know yourself beyond labels and roles. Your strength comes through vulnerability and genuine connection. You're united by love, purpose, and inner peace. You embrace your humanity, including imperfections. Here is something profound. Letting the ego illusion become your identity prevents you from knowing your true self. Think about that. Every time you say, I'm successful because of my job, or I'm valuable because people like me, you're strengthening the illusion and weakening your connection to who you really are. Your true self doesn't need to prove anything, it just is. It's peaceful, creative, and connected to something much larger than this small, fearful ego identity. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so to support our work. Section 4. How to take back control. So how do you stop living from this ego illusion and start living from your authentic self? Here are 4 practical strategies. Strategy number 1. The awareness pause. Before you react to anything, pause and ask, is this my ego responding or my true self? We are taught that there's always a space between stimulus and response. In that space lies your power to choose. Your ego wants immediate reaction. Your true self chooses conscious response. Try it right now. When you feel that ego reaction building, pause. Ask yourself, what would peace do here? Strategy number 2. Practice loving detachment. Instead of seeking feedback to improve your image, learn to practice what's called loving detachment, caring about others without being controlled by their opinions. This doesn't mean you don't care about people. It means you stop needing their approval to feel worthy. Your worth isn't up for vote. Strategy number 3. Embrace sacred vulnerability. The moment we drop the ego's walls and show our real selves, the flaws, the struggles, everything, that's the moment we step into our true power. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the courage to be real in a world that rewards pretending. Strategy number 4. Connect with your source. Whatever you call it, God, universe, source, higher power, we must reconnect with something larger than our small ego identity. Daily meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in nature reminds you that you're part of something infinite, not separate and alone. Every time you choose awareness over reaction, authenticity over performance, peace over conflict, you're dissolving the ego illusion and living from your true self. Section 5. Books that will transform you. If you want to go deeper into understanding the ego illusion, here are some books that will absolutely change your life. Your Erroneous Zones by Wayne Dyer. This is where Dyer first explored how our false beliefs create suffering. It's foundational for understanding ego-based thinking. A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, a powerful guide to transcending the ego mind and living with presence and awareness. If you've read any of these, tell me in the comments which one shifted your perspective most. Or share your own recommendations. We're all learning together. Section 6. Daily Practice for Authentic Living. Here's the truth, your ego isn't going anywhere completely. But you can choose, moment by moment, whether to live from ego illusion or authentic self. Morning intention setting. Start each day by asking, how can I show up authentically today? What would love do? Evening reflection. Before bed, review your day. When did I act from ego? When did I act from my true self? What can I learn? Mindful transitions. Throughout your day, pause and ask, who's driving right now? My ego illusion or my authentic self? The more you practice this awareness, the faster you'll catch yourself living from the ego mask instead of your true face. Call to action. So here's your path to freedom from the ego illusion. 1. Recognize the illusion. Your ego is not you, it's a construction. 2. Practice awareness. Catch yourself living from false beliefs. 3. Choose authentically. Ask what peace and love would do. 4. Embrace vulnerability. Your imperfections are doorways to connection. I'm giving you a challenge. For the next 7 days, notice when you're living from ego versus your authentic self. Write it down. You might be amazed at how often you've been wearing a mask. Remember, you are not what you have, what you do, or what others think of you. You are an infinite spiritual being having a human experience. You're not just reacting from ego anymore. You're consciously choosing to live from your truth. If this video helped you see through the ego illusion, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on authentic living. And here's my question for you. What's one ego belief you're ready to release? Share it in the comments. Your courage to be vulnerable might inspire someone else to drop their mask too. Keep choosing your authentic self. I'll see you in the next video.